Rich Porter did not have to die. Darnell Porter did not have to die. How I know? I lived that. I shot dice with Rich Porter. I chill with AZ on the location. Do y'all know where the location at? Chime in right now. Where the location at in Harlem? I ain't even gonna tell you. Gangster look. Don't matter. Oh, he snitch. This nigga snitch. We all done snitch, man. You think if I'm paid and I put all you dudes on, and the niggas I put on, they boning my girl, driving my car, you think I ain't gonna snitch or make a chess move to get up out of there and get leverage? Them streets don't love you. Street business don't love you. Street niggas and street bitches do not love you, man. So what you being honest and sincere to? Honestly, what is you being honest and sincere to? So you can miss me with that, but Ice Cube was my brother. I met Linch Mobb on 42nd Street. First thing they told my mans was laughing at him. Jerry Curls. They didn't know that Jerry Curls was signed a set trick. The tattoos were signed a set trick. The Dickies, the Chucks signed a set trick. My man's on 42nd Street between 7th and 8th laughing at these cats. I'm like, nah, God, shit. These brothers are set trippers. Oh, we're set trippers? Nah, these gangbangers for real. You feel me? They knew the homie King's son. Y'all from LA? Yeah, I got a room up in the Marriott. Let's go. They wasn't staying in the Marriott, but we was on our way to my room because it was a seminar. We on our way to my room because they got that LA weed. I done bought some 40s and we about to go roll up and get nice. But in the mix, on some real dude style, yo, we got beef. Because what happened since Cube left NWA, Easy be sending cats to jump him on the road at his shoulders. They trap him off in the bathroom and they get him. So he got us, we ain't really rappers. We set trippers. And everybody know in LA, they know what set trippers is. So I said, yo, y'all in New York, man. Whatever go down, if it go down and y'all with me, it went down with me, and that's what happened. So when you watch the movie Straight Outta Compton and you see the part where they coming down the escalator, say the Marriott, that's not what happened, and it wasn't NWA. We was going up the escalator. We got off at the 8th floor, which was the lounge. We saw Gomac and them above the law and them cats, and it popped off. So we all popped off, start hitting each other, bop, fighting. You know, everybody, we running, bop, fighting. And that was a bond between me and my LA brothers. Now, I'm not saying that Ice Cube ran, but he was escorted out. So by the time we got finished squabbling and got to Fifth Ave, to their hotel, Cube was on the phone with Dre. And then Dre was like, yo, what King's son got to do with it? I said, nah, somebody snuffed me. I don't know what happened. I was playing that role, but I knew what it was. But I didn't know who was involved. And then it wound up being my conception involved, the real LA hierarchy in the gang thing. So, okay, bam. Bam Bada's involved. So my conception got to come see Bam because I told you we ain't do nothing in New York without Bam and B.O. and Zulu Nation. Nothing moved in hip hop. When LL had beef with Ice-T, Zulu Nation. Booyah Tribe, all that, Zulu Nation. Dissing Tribe Called Quest, Zulu Nation. So now, rest in peace, my brother Bug Out passed away. Bug Out was with the smoke. He was with the burn, and he was with all that. Shout out to H, Dillinger, and everybody who ran with Bug Out. Shout out to Zulu Kings and all of them. Shout out to my big brother, Africa Bad Body. We don't comment on that situation with Bam and all that because we don't know. You understand? So we fall back. It's like somebody asked you, did your pops do this? Did your pops do that? No comment on that. Now back to the Cube thing. So we fought for Cube, and like we my man, you know. Cube come to New York. Yo, Cube, where you gotta go? Studio pal. You gotta get with Hank Shockney and them pal. Running around with him. But every time he come, and every time Linch Mobb come, they my man. As soon as they touch New York, they always stayed down in the 42nd Street area, but they call me, yo, son, we in this hotel, come through. We got the weed. At that time, I did some. Go through, me and the guards, Life Supreme, Shamel, whatever guards was with me, we go get with Linch Mobb. So then Shorty, you know, yo, man, you know, I be seeing you talk to the guards in mathematics and what's that about. Oh, that's the guards and this, that, and the third. Bow, bow, bow. So when they do go back, Shorty get into Islam. So they all cut their head. Cube cut his off. I want to say, I don't think JD did it right away, but Shorty cut his off. But I know that JD did eventually do it. And so Shorty and them saw Islam. So Cube, my man, and they think we cool. And they, you know, we run around 125th. You know, we run around to the tunnel. They had this big white boy used to be with them. I forget his name. I think Kip or something like that. But even though he was a big white boy, he, you know, in Harlem, or they wouldn't have respected him if they really wanted to get killed. Mm-hmm. So I would run with him. And so I happened to hit Cube with a tape to give to Ice-T for the Syndicate joint. And it never got to Ice. You know what I mean? So when the tape never got to Ice, I'm in my crib up in the Bronx and everything. So I'm listening to Cube joint and I'm like, damn, what did he use? So, you know, one of my baby moms at the time was like, yo, that sound like your song, In Pursuit of Town, that you did in 91. So when I heard it, I'm like, yeah. So, you know, we all got on the phone. Me, Cube, Shorty, JD. Well, Shorty, I don't think JD got on. Me, Cube, Shorty, Ice-T, Mick Benson. We all got on the phone. I just, you know, I woke Kim up. You know, I would never disrespect Kim. Shout out to Kim, Darrell, and the babies. Cube is a good dude. But I figured we would sit down and we would talk. But nah, so when he come to New York, holler at me, but he didn't. So when he came to New York, he came to the club, and I went to the club, and I maneuvered, chess move, got myself a mic, or got the house mic. Yeah, bro, what happened, man? It's King's son. See, I always show Cube like I could just pop up and say, peace. And I know he could too. Now, I don't got the money Cube got. But I can pop up, peace, Cube. Like I did the last time. I think this was like 2011, maybe 2012. Him and Gang was doing the show out in Long Beach. Made whatever moves I made. I'm sitting in his dressing room. He don't know I'm there. Monster Pookie ain't know I was there. I'm sitting there now waiting for him. Seen the wings, play the wings, got me something to eat. You know, I'm eating. I tried to eat before he came, but then he walked in, King Son, what up? Like, man, what the fuck you doing there? Eating. Hey, dog. Yeah, holler at my man. Rest in peace to Shorty. My word is my bond. I put him on the phone. When I walked out the dressing room, Monster Pookie looked at me like, how the hell you got up in there? That ain't important, man. Peace. How you got? Peace. So You know, that's the bill with that. And it's like, Q was my man. I done already spoke with Don Jaguar, who was the cat that sung it on Q out. You know, I had to go. It was destined for me to go to LA to find out everything. The Pac beat, and this is after the Pac beat. This is after the Q beef. I'm out there civilizing. I'm out there building and watch. Now these cats can't. I could go to Calabasas, where Dre and them live. I could go up in the valley and see all that. But I could also go down and watch Long Beach Boulevard. I could be on the Green Line, 130 Grand, Wilmington, Imperial Court. Y'all know I ain't lying, man. I ain't never got to lie, man. And LA is my second home. When I left from LA, they threw me a block party. They said, you might be from New York, but you always live here in LA. Shout out to my man, Ray J, Sticky Fingers, DeAndre Bonds. DeAndre Bonds, that's
Snowfall.
He playing Snowfall,
yeah.
but The Wood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
He played in the woods. He went to jail for a little while.
Right. Little DeAndre, that's
they would know him from Snowfall.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something funny. He'd punch me in the face. he drank a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we out there by 118th and think Avalon, where his moms live and everything. So I used to stay with him. I used to stay with him and everything. You know what I mean? I used to live with him because Sticky told me to hold him down. DeAndre's a real good dude, but one thing I'm gonna say about DeAndre, this boy rhymed like Nas. DeAndre could mess with Nas. DeAndre could mess with Eminem lyrically. Right now. But him, nah, bro, I'm like, yo, who wrote them rhymes? And he a fellow Piscean like myself. So he nice like that. But one day, we out there by his mom's crib, you know, he throws his hands up. He always call me bruh. He slapped me. Bah! So when he slapped me, you know, his sister out there, his mom's out there in front of the house. He's like, yeah, boom. All right, DeAndre. So what I did, I hit him with the 52 pickup from Medina. So what I did was, I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go. So I went here, bop, and I went low, snatched his pants leg, snatched him off his feet and slammed him, bow, within the glass. And he laid there like, bruh, why you got serious? You know, but that's my man, DeAndre. Well, I say all that to say, man, I got a lot of good brothers out in LA, man, and with the Ice Cube, you know, he doing good things with his son Darrell, that's the oldest, and Lil O'Shea, you know, I love Cube's son with the acting thing, man. So, you know, it's no fuck Cube, you know, whatever we had back in the day, you know, whatever problems we went through, if he a good father, he's a good man, he's a good brother, let that brother live, you know what I mean? And that's what I do, you know what I mean? So we might have our disagreements, but as far as, but you know, like I said, I fought Q and Dre and Easy and NWA for the state that hip hop is in right now. I'm gonna keep that real. You feel me?